Back now, 5:22 on this May the 4th be with you day. And joining us now is the master, Ag Master, Bob. And we were talking about this, Bob, that, Yoda always talked kind of backwards, but that would make the listeners focus on what he's saying. And that's kind of how I feel every morning when I listen to you.
5:20 in the morning, if you can focus, good for you. But we'll try it. But I'll tell you, I'm excited about Jabba the Hutt's weather forecast.
Ah, yes.
I kinda like that.
Yes.
And we'll get into that a little bit later on. But let's take a look at what's going on this morning, shall we? American farm ground isn't the only place in the world where land prices are going up. It's the same story in Brazil. High commodity prices, huge global demand, and a favorable exchange rate for Brazilian products have all combined to help drive up land prices down there. In the past 3 years, the average value of land for grain production in Brazil has gone up 128%. Remember, that's just in the past 3 years, from $1,875 back in 2019 to $4,271 last year. And those increases are across the board for Brazilian farmland. Sugarcane ground has increased in value by 94% in the past 3 years to $3,710 an acre, while coffee plantations have increased by 133% from $1,514 in 2019 to $3,534 last year. Even pasture and forest ground has seen huge increases, up 61 and 54% respectively. Last year, Brazil's gross value for their agricultural production reached $235 billion, the second most ever. It's expected to be up at least another 6% this year, and I have to tell you, a lot of Americans own Brazilian farm ground. They got in a few years ago when they started getting rid of the rainforests, and a lot of Americans are farming in Brazil. Well, it's time for dairy farmers in some parts of the state at least to vote on who they want to represent them on the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin Board of Directors. In our area, that includes District 1, which is most of northern and northwest Wisconsin, where Brenda Schloniger of Shell Lake is running unopposed. District 4 includes Barron and Polk County. The candidates are Sarah Baggett-Eggert of Clayton and Andrew Christensen of Amory. District 7 is Clark County. Candidates are David Bangard of Greenwood and Pam Sells-Prawley of Humbert. Now, District 13 is made up of Buffalo, Pepin, and Pierce counties. Donald Dietrich of Alma and Jonathan Halleck of Mondovi are running for that seat. The ballots, the mail-in ballots, must be returned to the Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection by May 23rd. The successful candidates will take their board seats on July 1st and serve 3-year terms. Deere and Company officials say they plan to introduce their first all-electric autonomous tractor sometime in 2026. They plan to apply the technology to smaller utility-type tractors, not their big 7R and 8R models. Last fall, Deere also bought a majority ownership in an Austrian company which develops battery technology, and Deere says they also plan to eventually build a battery production facility here in this country. Company officials said they also plan to have 20 all-electric construction vehicles on the market by 2026. Let's go to the market board, where the markets were up yesterday, mainly because of the report of a drone attack on the Ukraine trying to take out Putin. I don't think they were successful, but did they try? We don't know for sure. July corn up yesterday, down overnight, sitting at $5.86, down 2 cents overnight on that July contract. Wheat down a penny, and July soybeans down a cent at $14.16 this morning. Dairy markets were mixed yesterday. The barrel and block cheese prices were both up 2 3/4 cents, with blocks at $1.69. Butter up 2 cents at $2.44 1/4. Class 3 futures, the May and June prices were both up 11 cents. As you see, June crawled back over $17, and July was up a dime at $17.84. Prices up through December. That official April Class 3 price came out yesterday at $18.52 a hundred. So that's where we are this morning as we get started on a beautiful Thursday here in the Valley.
And I gotta say, Bob, Ag Master Bob could be your rap name. You could start a whole new career if you really wanted to.
At my age, I'm not starting anything.
Okay.
You guys have
May
a good one.
May the 4th be with you.
See you later, Bob.